Okay, in section 5.1, we're going to be talking about decimal notation and rounding. So let's first go through our place values for decimal notation. Decimal notation. So let's just take, we have numbers. These are all digits. These lines represent our digits. And let's say we have a decimal here. And then on the other side, we have more digits to the right of our decimal. So remember, we've talked about place values already, right? This is the ones place. This is the tens place. This is the hundreds place. This is the thousands place. And this is the 10,000s place. And we keep going, right? The decimal point is red. There's our decimal point. And it's always read as the word and when we're reading a number, okay? So then to the right of it, we have our tenths place, our 100ths place, our 1,000th place, and out here our 10,000ths, 1/10,000th place. Okay, and if you notice, here, let's say we call this our tens place. Right? This here is called our tenths place. Right? We have the TH, so there's a slight difference there. This one here is called our hundredths. Again, it's because it's 1/100th. Again, don't notice the TH. Okay, so we have now we've talked about numbers that have been represented as fractions, and we can talk about them represented as a decimal. So let's take, for example, if we talk about our fraction, let's say the fraction 3/10, right? In words, we say 3/10. Right? And then in the decimal format, we say 0.3 because this is in our tenths place. Okay? We have something like 7/100. Right, so this is 7/100. And again, because the hundreds in the fraction, we have hundredths, right? And our decimal notation would bring it all the way out to the hundredths place. So it's our hundredths place. Let's do a couple of let's identify a couple of our place values. So say we're going to identify the underlined place value. Okay, let's take this number here. 30,804.09. Okay, if we want to take a look at the ninth, where this 9 is, what place value is it? Well, remember the first place after the decimal is the tenths, the second one is the hundredths. Right, so that's 2 places after the decimal point, so it's the hundredths place. If we have a number like negative 0.846925, let's say we want to identify what the 2 is. Okay. So this first one is our tenths, hundredths, thousandths, 10,000ths. This is our 100,000ths. okay? And let's do one more, 293.604. So now notice this, if we're looking for the 9 in this case, our 9 is in front of the decimal, right? So this is our ones, and then this is our tens. So that 9 is in the tens place. Not tenths, but tens, okay? And then if we wanted to know how we would actually read a decimal number correctly, remember the decimal point is equivalent to the word and. Okay, so we don't use the word and until we hit a decimal. So let's read decimal numbers. We'll try reading this one. So again, this is 1,000. So it's 1,028. Notice I didn't put an and there yet. Now, after the 28, I have the and because that's equivalent to my decimal. 4, and what place value is that 4 in? 4/10. Okay, so that's how I would read that properly. If I have this number here, let's do 2.0736. To read this properly, I simply have a 2 in front, right? So I would say 2, and then I hit my decimal. So I use the word and now I have a bunch of numbers after the decimal. What I do is I go out to the furthest place value. So this is my tenths, hundredths, thousandths, 10,000ths, right? So I look at what the number is, and I have 736. So I say 736. And we said again, tenths, hundredths, thousandths, 10,000ths. So it's 736 10,000ths. And that would be the correct way to read that. We can also go in reverse, where we're given, we're using words, and we write a numeral from the words. So let's see. We have, let's take, for example, 400. 408 and 15 10,000ths. 10,000ths. Okay, so we see the word and of course we know that there's going to be a decimal point here, right? And we said we want 400. So 400 brings us out to the 400ths to the hundreds place, and it says 408, right? Not 18, 408. So we put a 0 in between the hundreds place and the ones place. So 408 and gives me a decimal point. 15 10,000ths. So remember, this is my tenths place, hundreds place, thousands place, 10,000ths place. So that's where I need to end my decimal, and I have 15 of them. I put 15 and everything else is filled in with zeros. So I have 408, 408, and 15 10,000ths. Okay, I can also write decimals as mixed numbers and fractions. So in this part, we're going to be talking about writing decimals as a mixed number fractions. So let's take, for example, these three numbers. Let's take 0.847. And if I look at this, I see it's a decimal, right? And I look and see how many places I go out. So this is tenths, hundredths, thousandths. So this tells me that this is 1 over 1,000, right? That's my thousandths place. So I know my denominator is going to be 1,000. Then I take the number on top and I just write it without the decimal, so it's 847. And then I try to simplify if I can, and there's nothing, there are no common factors in the numerator or denominator. So I leave my fraction in this form. If I have negative 0.0025, and I ask to write this one as a fraction, again I go tenths, hundredths, thousandths, 10,000ths. So I know that's 1 over 10,000. So my denominator is over 10,000. And I look at the number up top, and I just have 25. And of course, now I need to reduce, right? And I know that 25 goes into 25 once, and 25 goes into 10,400 times. If I have this number 4.16, so now you notice that I have a whole number in front of my decimal point. So that's actually going to be a regular whole number. And then I just take the decimal portion of it. This is my tenths. It goes out to my hundredths. So I know I'm over 100, and I have 16. So now I've rewritten this decimal as a mixed number. I'm not quite done yet though, because 16 and 16 100ths can be reduced. So that's the same as 4. Let's see, 16 is divided by 4 goes 4 times. 100 divided by 4 is 25, so it becomes 4 and 4/25. And that's my simplest form. And finally, I can write a number as an improper fraction too, if I wanted to. So if I said write 40.2 as an improper fraction, I would first convert this. I would write it as 40, and again, this is 2/10, right, which is the same as 40 and 1/5. So if I convert that to an improper fraction, remember I multiply here in this direction, and then I add the numerator, so I get 201